ewo talent microfinance enso edi sika ho dwuma ewo my Ghana ha sia sa oya nkwankwa edwumeko ana woton ade mpo na ope bebi ede osika esie ma oha obi amba ho a talent nkwa ana obetimi ene omodi dwuma ho mo chesensi ho ne so de eda form boko edmo se wo pelon se ope bebi de osika esie no menfo ani nche bebi ase talent nkwa ana obetimi ede weni achemu sa enso so ana dadaba tech hub enso ese Valentine's Day by so pe phone papa ana airport papa ato acha odofo bi a menko bebi ase dada ba tech up wo mo wono ma papa edema phone bi a ope bia no ko dada ba tech up ya de a ubenya bi ho say Samsung Infinix iPhone Tecno Itel Yam ninia ubenya bi dada ba tech up say airpod earpiece charger phone covers ene de kaka ho bebre na dada ba tech up ninia bi edema wo mo asuye no kaneshi takwa station nchen a eho ana dada ba take up no pay wo mo so etunsa de afro dwumeko we ana no pay wo mo ebo ye chido my the KFM TV news no ye de ebro ye da wase se also ano pay wajibre ehwe news meka wo se news etwegu ewe abefo ntintam video so Facebook and YouTube KFM TV je no nto betimi akoho na wakohwe bi na wahye na wo de wadwenche enso edi guasie amai kama no pay edin ameje so ani Maame Esi Nkrumah ye twa ho sima abaye ba ye be hye nsem na se edi amamo. Ebusia for egusua edama sesa no pay majibre ehwe KFM TV news mesai kai biom se news etwego ewe abe fontintam video su Facebook and YouTube KFM TV channel ntia no pay ubetimi akoho na wakohwe bi no wahye na walike na wo de wadwenche enso ede eguasie amaye kama ye hye ensem na se ede amamudia chairman ede ma ad hoc committee na wo de abetudwa wo chem se wo January bosmini da etoso eduasa ewa afimpinu ni eduono enum basabasa ya esi ye ewo vetting committee no ase no eno ana ochem se asante achem mahebedwani ene vice chairman edema committee kwame enyimadu entry edi abetudwa wo chem se sa no mana so ewo ho no ade asisi ade wakasa eti asade wa wo chem se wo February bosme ni da etoso enum ewa afimpinu ni eduonum enum no anna wo mo ekwa asetina wo chem wo de sansemu ina etudwa mo echese ya asante achim MP no ade a wo be chese sansemu a so anabasebese ye so ewo vetting committee na so no ade bia entwa ye kwa sesi ade wo mu ina wo mo akasa etia sa ade we ewo my Ghana wo mo hwenim se BBC entimi ensign ensibium enfama wo my Ghana ebusuafo ye to ansem ne so ade amamo anopedia enche bia ana ebeto dwa se council of state no ye de wo mo election no enche bia na wo mo de be hyehye so ewo my Ghana mo che se ebnada edaye ni mo ebai February bosme ne da etoso dubako ewo afimpinu ni eduno enum emo ana wo mo de sa abatwe ebe hyehye so ewo my Ghana ha wo mo echem se mantam edu ensia ni na nipa dodo na ana wo mudin ebepie mo chese nipa be se 155 ana wo mudi wo mudin aba wo mu na free 16 regions ya abatoi wo February bosume emu no ana wo mode be hyehye so bnada da yenimi a ebe ya ana wo mode be hyehye so ewo my Ghana wo chese se obepie mo ewo encrimantem ha se ya Greater Accra Regional Director Edima abato Commissar isi Gladys Pinkra wono ana wode nsem we na ebetu dwa ewo my Ghana ha wo chem se candidate a wo mo ebetu former candidate a wo mo ebetu abeye kun kantamanso Joseph ni lai afute agbo wono su edin account be na sa enso so ana kwabina ampon enso edin ka ho bi na nipa dodo na edin e ka ho bi a wo mo echem se san krofo we na anasesi ade wo mo din abetodwa wo mo echem se abai eye February bosumini da etosu du baako e wo afimpinu ni eduno enum emo ana wo mo de be hyehyɛ so e wo man Ghana ha ene de obi bia ebetimi akoto abai bi eyi Council of State e wo man Ghana esan se sa de we e ade a eho hia ye papa e wo man mu say yeti o man mu na ye bu o man na ye ni Council of State a eno ehye o man no e ade a etosin eno nti anampenifo e de abeto dwom kyese se na be ya Ghana ye betimi enya sa de we ntentem eno nti ana February bosumini da etosu du baako no wo mo de sa bato na e be hyehyɛ so e wo o man Ghana ha na ye kwa ensemfofom a eye dom kuma no ba no deni eye onmonyamfo Alexander Afenyoma Kings ne no ana eye basabasa ya esi ye ewo vete na sensesi ade nipa dodo na ana wo mo kasa etiasa de we ne no ana eye Boko Central Mrahye Bedwani eye Owura Mahama Ayarega ono aso ana wo ye majority leader ewo Mrahye Bedwafie na wo de nsem abetudwa wo chem se edu vete na se no edu lenda oklo ede eso no edwuma na nke wo se dom kuma no ba no deni onmonyamfo Alexander Afenyoma Kings eye no wentimi anye sade na ndie kasa ana ato no wo vete na se asesi ade papa yi echemu se na nke wo se na edwuma poti a oye no wotimi hwe na oye na ojai sa akasa bebre na eya mpempe na wo kasa wo vete na se yenti ensem bia eye Boko Central Mrahye Bedwani editudwa.
Thank you very much, Honorable Mahama Ayarega, leader of the House. Please, can you tell this committee what you witnessed on the 30th of January 2025 and what you know about the incident that has happened on that fateful day? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairman. On the said day, around 6 to 7 p.m., I came to this room where the committee was sitting, and I took a seat, I think where Honorable Bidziding is seated now. And I observed proceedings. When I came into the committee room, the nominee to the Ministry of Transport was the one being vetted. And I observed the vetting for a while until the vetting of the nominee for transport was completed. And then there was a decision by the chairman to invite Honorable Akando to take his seat so that he will be vetted. That was when I noticed that there was some strong expression of disagreement by the minority side of the committee. But I remained seated for a while and I was observing proceedings to see how the chairman of the committee was going to manage the situation. So I was seated there for a long time. I never got up. I never uttered a word. I just sat there and I was watching. And the minority members rose up and will not sit, will not leave the room, and publicly were expressing their disagreement with the chairman to continue with the vetting exercise. So I remained seated, and after a while, when I noticed that it was difficult for the chairman to bring order to the room, I decided to get up from where I was seated and start talking to both sides to understand what really was the problem. Because I'm not a member of the committee. I don't know what discussions took place. I just heard both sides exchanging words and shouting at each other. I heard words like ambush. I heard words like we didn't agree on this. And I heard words like we must vet them. And I heard words like, "You cannot stop us." And so I knew that there was some disagreement somewhere, but what it was, I didn't know. So I tried to talk to them to try and hear what the issue was. So I walked to all the sides trying to understand what is the problem. On the minority side, they said that they had had some discussions, and the understanding was that they were supposed to vet 3 nominees, and then later on there was a plea to add a 4th nominee, and they agreed. After that, there was a plea to add a 5th nominee, and that was the nominee for the Ministry of Transport. And then there was resistance that, according to them, Honorable Nitu tried to convince the side to accede to the plea by the majority side to add the nominee for the Ministry of Transport. And so ultimately they agreed. And that was the nomination that I came and met. But towards the end, they have seen that the majority side is parading 2 additional nominees. And those were Akando and then Honorable Ablakwa. And that they were not going to entertain the nomination of these 2 other, the version of these 2 other nominees. And I heard their side. So I tried to speak to the chairman and then the majority side. They also indicated that there was no agreement to vet only 3 people, and that because of the decision to hear Vamebo, they had pushed all those who were supposed to be nominated that day to the Thursday. So they were hoping to clear both the nominees for Wednesday and Thursday on Thursday. So that was what they were seeking to achieve, which is just to complete the task that was before them. And there was strong disagreement. So I tried to convince
Ebusia for inuntin semwe ana Mahama Ayarega a oye majority leader e o mashebedwafie edetu eja na wonsemfo from no eye Maame Gift Jiage go ba wono ana oye clerk edema eye appointment committee na wode abetudwa wo chem se emra sa basbese no esiye e wo vet no asene yade ana MPs bebre na no mutientem gu ne so se eye wotina na se na edwuma wo so ye na wo so hwe na wotimi eye no ana no so di tudwa wo chem se nyese osori keke na waka bibi anase we take decision there be ono so je eye information efri ne boss eho answer wo de bibi etimi egu kwan manase wo de atudwa ye ntensem bia eye Maame Gift Jiage Goba edetudwa
that the chairman is calling me to swear in Honorable Akando. And Honorable Akando was seated in this seat. So I rushed through where the cameras were through the door and came in and stood by my chair. I didn't hear the directive, I was told. So when I came, I was looking at the chair. What is the directive? Waiting for prompting. But then my boss, the clerk to parliament, was also there. And then the insults and disruption started. You have asked that I shouldn't go into that, so I went. And so I was shocked. I was still standing. If you look at the video, you could see the shock on my face. And I was like, what is going on? And so I was comforted and I was resolute, seeing my boss at the end trying to calm the 2 leaders. And so I sent one of my secretariat ladies to seek guidance from my boss, who is the clerk to parliament. At that point, there was, so much disruption. There was scuffles going on this side where I was. Over there, members were, there was so much screaming here and there. The chief whip came to my side. Some of the majority leaders, members came to my side that I should swear, I should let the nominee take the oath. And I pointed to them respectfully that my boss is standing right here. It is in his shoes that I step in. And so if I don't get indication from him, I am not going to take order from anybody. And so they kept screaming at me, I should let the nominee take the oath. My minority leader was also screaming and hailing. I don't want to go into it because you've asked me to, so we've watched the video, and the video is there to speak clearly.
Ebusia for enunti semwe ana maame gifty giage goba a ye clerk edema appointment committee editu dwa ewo hosa won sem fofom no eno anna eye maame gifa go machine enso ede abetu dwa wo chin se sabasa ya esi no na ye disrespect ye papa edema eye clerk edema appointment committee esan se maame penin we ete ho na mu ye bibi na oka na mu nti a eno ade bia wo chin disrespect edema mami we yentensem bia aye mami jifa gomashi enso etwemu fae
committee. What really happened on that fateful day?
Good morning again to everybody. Thank you, Chairman, for the opportunity. On that fateful day, I saw the absence of tolerance. I saw the absence of camaraderie. I saw the absence of the respect for this institution called the Parliament of Ghana. On that fateful day, I saw total disrespect for a woman who has risen through the ranks to be the clerk to the committee that was vetting nominees for His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana. I saw an attack on the woman and the inability of leadership of the committee to protect her. I saw total chaos in the committee room and the destruction of property belonging to the Republic of Ghana.
enunti semwe ana maame jifa gomashi editu dwa ewo hosa yeto ansem ne so edi amamudia eye kwanchefo peni a osan eye first deputy speaker ewo mashibedwafie eye odmonyafo Bernard Ahiafo no ana wabetwe nsem eye nenam sunti a eye sabasabasa ye etimi esiye ewo vete no asia ewo nsem wenum wo February bosmini da etoso enum ewo afimpinuni eduonu enum emu ana ura Bernard Ahiafo edison semwina etudwa yentie nsem no bi emra.
I heard the minority leader requesting that they should call some people into the vetting room. And in no time, they started walking to the vetting room. And that very day, minority leader was so harsh to the deputy, second deputy whip, Jerry Ahmed Shaib. I intend not to repeat the words inflicted on him that very day. So I realized that they were under some kind of instruction from their leader to do certain things. Honorable members of the committee, let me place on record that there are some instances where my ranking member will ask their side that they should all stand up and put on the microphone. And by putting on the microphone, all other microphones will be disabled. And you cannot do anything when all the microphones were on. So to some extent, I do not really understand what they want. Because, honorable members, by my level of tolerance and the way and the manner I have accommodated them, sometimes I do not expect to be treated in a particular way. And as I said, life is about give and take. We were prepared to give and we were prepared to take. So I also expected them to also give and take. So before I could realize, somebody said something in tree and they started pulling the cables, and I mean there was a pandemonium. The whole place became very hostile. And if you can watch the video carefully, I was so much surprised about the incidents of that day. And I was just sitting down, looking at them. As usual, the honorable leader came in trying to restore order, but they wouldn't listen. And once the video accounts is before you, I intend not to repeat whatever happened, because the video would speak louder than my voice. I thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Ebusia for in some way an aquanture for penny edema appointment committee edituja Eyo Ura Bernard ahia for Echimofa Yejina san same way so na etwa ye ho akwaja abo afon krato abayeba ye beto ansem ne so ede amamo.
Medo benami Ghana duko do ajakple ho duko kata. Mie chonya nua de venami cho Talent Microfinance Limited Gajradopa. Mie wona susu savings, adishare, school buafo, cashback, ple bubwa okata. Nenya be egajom de mi agbo la letie tomegbeko aten ahoga dodo. Kenenya be egajom vivi la nenya be ohigahia ola aten ava de ogai kene hia fa.
Tanenya be mi foncho mi afa jom yo kenya mi afa gadodo nyawa. Business loan elemiashi, church finance elemiashi, salary loan elemiashi, eye bubo li kenya personal loan. Nenya be mi foncho business loan enye gadodo ikemie nana asichalao. Nenya be washiba keke alum LSW we have talent. Mi pekpegede nwo nenye wo shigba lesua ne woge wo kekegedeji to talent pomonu ome nenye be mi fonchu mi afa salary loan enye gado mo mi ke mi vuna mi afa jidudu $1 nke ga nyo he ya va talent wo payslip pe bank statement ye kwenye nwi hia o na koko ho salary loan le rate mi to keke akeji church financier personal loan va nenye habobo masoli hama eji fufofo sankuo jitao olila ashibobwe kekeake mia flegeno na nohem v choji nto jinwade vare kwereka mpopo kai ganyu heya talent kuna kpohe ya ole chagbagba na do tare talent bena wo gado monwa anobobo enami akpenami
etibe ya nyafi ke talent la
Talent Microfinance Jengo Ameganshpe abe Letina Tejibo Hotame
miape kapomo enya 050-129-1298 alo 050-128-9119 talent oga kwamanu banto
Talent Microfinance, your channel of wealth.
Yakase kuyajuma eka mahodo no afa pem ho a wo man Ghana so enkan afia hankron fie de watwi enum na mpani ye se ye bebo akuyafo aba so e wo man Ghana mu ha enne kuyani wasetrem etesen farini asetrem etesen na wonu a enye mwanso asetrem etesen aso wonim se ye wo foto a aban no eboto ho se de be ya wo benya bi na wodi abo kuyajuma no ho ebra wenti ena obehia me ewe akuafo pampa so wadwumadie so no ye de agri news no ebebrew ema ebo won ho modene ewe ye kuadwuma yi mu me kire women in agri business. If you operation feed yourself ebepem planting for food and jobs influencer asia ye toma dansifo medin edi kofi frempon manso share me ewo KFM TV so ebenada ene ya woda bia na yemfa akuafo pampa so emrew wabra me ne mabedwafo asinkonwa na yenni akuadwuma ho nkomo akuafo pampa so yesumo
Messi, when you're dear Ben, welcome, Martia.
Ebusiafo yesan ema mu nyina kwaba edam asesa no pay mugo so ehwe KFM TV news mesan eka o se news etwagu ewo ye abefo ntentam video so Facebook and YouTube KFM TV gine channel nti obetimi akoho na wakohwe bi no wa share na wa like na wa do adwenche enso de go ase aman kama yeto ansem ne so de amamodia Ghana man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ministers ahodo a woyi omo ewo my Ghana hanom eno anna ende abeto dwa se wo mo deputies no ade amampani John Dramani Mahama etimi abone homodin eyi wo mu nyina ewo my Ghana ha minister of finance deputy minister of finance owura Thomas Nyako ampem sa enso so ana deputy minister of interior onmonyamfo Ebenezer Oklete Talabi wono anna mampani John Dramani Mahama etimi eyi no minister of defense Ora Ernest Bruja Jimfi wono so ana yeni se deputy minister of defense sa enso so ana ministry of education Clement Abbas Apak wono ana mampeni John Dramani Mahama enso abonidin de ahye sa enso so ana ministry of energy and green transition Richard Jan Mensa wono so nidin epiem ewo ho sa ministry of roads and highways Al Hassan Saibu Suhuyini wono so ana mampeni John Dramani Mahama no elho Ministry of Justice and Attorney General Justice Ram Sai wono so nidin epiemu ebisa enso so ana Ministry of Lands and Natural Resource Yusuf Suleimana wono ana ni se Deputy Minister of Lands and Natural Resource Deputy Minister of Local Government and Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs Maame Retana Odole Sowa wono so ana ndin epiemu ho Ministry of Works, Housing and Water Resource Gisela Tete Abotui wono so ana ndin epiemu ho sa enso so ana Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts Yusuf Isaka Jaja wono so ana mampeni John Dramani Mahama etimi abonidin ho sa Ministry of Food and Agriculture John Kofi Seto Dumelo wono so ana Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etimi abonidin se minister Deputy Minister of Food and Agriculture sa enso so ana Ministry of Trade, Agribusinesses and Industry Samson Ahi na nkrofo we ana endedwe Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etimi abomudin se deputy ministers ewo my Ghana ha sade we ade a wo mwani agiye papa ho se mampeni John Dramani Mahama etimi abone homodin de brekese we ahye omonsa wo chese ade a wo ebebu edwuma ye papa ewo o my Ghana ha yeto ansem ne so de amamonde a mampeni John Dramani Mahama nsem ya ana yeguso ayewo so ewo mra ye beto aba ewo my Ghana ha no aprobodo na anode hye so ewo my Ghana ha ye nuanum pepefo no mampeni John Dramani Mahama ehye mo bebre na wo chese wo ba hajj pilgrimage no wo bete so de amom yie kra wo mo chese kane no mampeni nana ankane mampeni nana adodanko ekufado aban so no na wo mutua 75,000 Ghana cedis na sesi ade abeto dwa se mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ate so kra de aba 62,000 Ghana cedis sa sika we anna sesi ade hard pilgrimage no wo mo ebetua wo mo echemo se ndrada February bosme ne da etoso enum ewo afimpinuni eduno enum emo anna Ghana man penny na Ghana man penny John Dramani Mahama woni Saudi authorities ahodo a wo mo ewo man mu eno esutifi south eni mpenifo bi etna ase a wo mo de sade we na egu kwan ma mo chesese ade hard pilgrimage no sika kesi a na 75,000 a wo mo tua no sese ade wate so de aba 62,000 Ghana cedis asisi ade mpepefo ewo mani agiye papa mo se bosha mampeni John Dramani Mahama ehye mo ewo na probo dodo na mu no sisi ade ada wetimi ahwe aye ni nia de amomo a wo mani age ebusuafo yeguso a ewo mampeni ensemi eso mampeni ni thank you to endra February bosumini da etoso enum ewo afimpini ni eduno enum no wode hyehye so ewo my Ghana no na ekoba ne se wokopie mu ewo western region ana central region finfini mantem na mekodu finfini mantem ewo ho no na wode nsem bi etudwa wo chem se sesi ade ade a western region ene ndra okopie mu na wode nsem bebre na etudwa wo chem se sesi anyankopon aboa no na wabe mampeni ewo my Ghana nya ade a obeyi nani ade amomu de biara da wo mo market wo mo takrade market kesia na wo si ewo ho no ade a wo san ebebua na wahyemu kena se ne be ya edwadie ebetimi akoso ewo ho nsemwe ana mampeni John Dramani Mahama editudwa wo mra wode ni thank you toy ekopie mu ewo masue yentie mampeni ensem no ebi
meda obia ase na ene muhu ye ha na yenkura no bone yenim se oka takrade a enye on the market circle on the takrade on the market circle enti yenim se ejumi ibebie edru a aka eyade a oyo haw e matakrade fo nyina enti enne yeba se yene ahemfo ne takrade fo nyina behia ne adamwase ene adepa amoye maaye abatuo nim na ansa ne yebekwa kodi se adwuma no na me se e wo se me behwe market circle na me ne contractor for no kasa ne enhwe kwan a yebetimi afa so na adwuma no atoado na yetimi awie na takrade fo enya homfa so enti ya behwe ni nyina o ma kyerɛkyerɛ ye bibia mu enti yesa konkran Friday a ebe ye ne contractor for no any minister of finance betnase ni ahwe ensehia ye beye senobeya ye betimi atoa adwuma no so enti senyame adoma enche bia contractor no eni na adwuma efo ombesa ba na omo abetua adwuma no so na takrade
Ebusiafo enu ntinsemwe anna Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ede etudwa emra wode ni thank you to ekopie mu ewo western region nsem dodo na anna wode tudwa ewo hosa yeto ansem ne so ede amamo anopedia arehosem ana ede bremu arehosem a ebetudwa ewo my Ghana ha mo ehse football case a ekoba ne se kotoko fan ba ko no wo mutimi ede sekan ewo no ma ne to nanu ewon said no endrada ana aposi dwumeko ni nia wo mokọ asesena Inspector General of Police Yera George Ekufu Dampare enso etimi ebo ne homodin ekopie mu ewo dwumede na asene bi na ekoba ne se asemi ayare husem ye papa ewo my Ghana ha endra Yera George Ekufu Dampare kasampo na nsuo ene free ne ni ase eba wo chese sade we esi no ade a aha ne ye papa mo echese sesi ade aposi dwumeko no ebo mo homodin ye pa eye adwuma no de wo mo nsa aso suspect mienu emu aka omo a omache omo deda no ho na wo mo eche mo sesesi ade aka wo ba ko eye suspect ba ko a wo mo se oyoba ono ana omo hwehwe na wo che sesa baiwe ade a wetimi adwane akope bebi ate na Yera George Ekufudan pare eche mo se we dwane de na emum ade a posi dwumeko no mbebom homode ahwehwe bebi o hye bia na insa etimi aso no se na be ya Ghana mra no ebetimi enne no edi ni ye papa nsem we na Yera George Ekufudan pare editu dwa emra woni nsem twofo etwetwe nkomo no yentie ne nsem no bi emra.
I will let people back to sit down so that we can focus on the issue. Is to announce to you that as at this afternoon, we have arrested 2 more persons, bringing the total number of people who have been arrested to 5. And we are currently listening to few items, including the female that we are working on, who has been in hiding. The question is, for how long can you run? And for how far can you run? And for how long can you hide after making allegedly contributing to the situation that we face today? So we want to use this to assure the family of the Antidote family, the GFA, and the football fraternity of the country that will stop at nothing in getting the people involved arrested to face justice. We urge the public and the entirety of the football fraternity in particular to support us in this endeavor, and people see the situation as a crime which is being investigated and nothing else, so that the families and the club and the football fraternity and the country will have closure when it comes to this matter. For us also using this proactively to learn the relevant lessons and come out with blueprints better than what we have currently in place to ensure that football continue to be a game that needs to be enjoyed and not a game that people end up losing their lives. Because why should you go to a place that you expect to enjoy yourself and then ending up losing your life? This must not happen again. And we the people here in this room, have that responsibility to ensure that it doesn't happen. Let us rise up to that responsibility in service of the good people of this country and in service of humanity. I thank you very much.
And our class present here, police management team, the media.
Ebusuafo emra Yera George Ekufudan pare ede ne nsem eberieye no anna executive committee ede Ghana Football Association enso eda Yera George Ekufudan pare asiye papa ene nimre ene nadaje a wodi gu kwam se ne be ya wo mu a wo mu di ewuse no nsa ebetimi aso mo yentie owura Frederick Echampon a oye executive committee member ede Ghana Football Association ede to dwane bi.
And our class present here, police management team, the media, and all here. We are pleased with today's meeting at the instance of the IGP. It's very, very vital at this moment. Organization of league matches is the task of the Ghana Football Association. But for us to organize such things, you need a presence of security. And you know in Ghana, security is provided by the police. So what I've been standing is something we need to condemn, but it has brought us to this point. What it is that we have to have a look of how we organize things in terms of looking at the safety and security of patrons, our supporters, the players, and everybody involved. Football, apart from its commercial aspect of it, is really meant to be entertainment. And so when it's Sunday or Saturday or Friday, and I invite my family or my friends to go to the stadium to watch it, I'm supposed to go there, enjoy, and come back home. Not to be confronted with reality and to some extent losing life, like what happened to our brother Francis Jaffrey. I personally went to see his wife and the kids, and it's a very worrying moment, especially the age where Francis has left us and the state of his family. Together with his wife, he has 6 kids, and these kids are young. Francis' main crime is that he lost his anti-protocol, decided to follow protocol to go watch football, and here we are, such life. Breadwinner, not only to the wife and kids. Because the pastor says that Francis didn't tell him as well. He didn't stop there as well. Because the husband left them on the go. And the mother takes Francis as, you know, Francis the last and father child, but she takes Francis as the husband. So imagine the number of human beings who might have Francis. But Francis, the family as he lost also and the brothers and the apostles extend on them. This I'm sure offers the opportunity to have a look of how organizing this, and especially because the provision of safety and security at our various area. So
Adeshimamba yeto ansem ne so edi amamodia eye Minister of Education eye unmonyamfo Haruna Idrisu na no anode abetudwa wochem sesi ade Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edi abetudwa wochem se eye teacher atweni allowance wo feeding allowance na wode mo no sisi ade mampeni John Dramani Mahama edi abetudwa wochem se saade we enya ade a obetimi atoa so ewo my Ghana se teacher for no teachers wo mo ekosuku no wo betua wo mo feeding sika edi amom chese wetwem ewo my Ghana saade we onhwe so enye bi no ninche mu ene se wo chese mra saade we ewo hompo no na sika no enhyeda emma nti ebe se wo mo ebetwem no mo etimi ahwe no mo de nhyehyɛ pa egu kwan mo edi amom enu nti Haruna Idrisu ana odi nsem we atudwa wo chese mra oni Ghana ban eni mpenifuo eni Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama ekwa asesina no mampeni echem se sa feeding allowance no wontimi ento aso enfa ma wo mu bi ma sesi ade wetwa saade ni mu de amom asesi ade eno de teacher for eye school for a wo mu ekɔ school abe teacher for wo my Ghana hanum wo mu feeding allowance no Mahama ebetwem de amom yeto ansem ne so won nsem from de arehosem ana ye de bremu amanibo a abetodwa ene se eye accident esiye wo ekumfi eye enyisam a ewo apama kesim highway eno so won finfini mantem na abetodwa se akwanhia esiye no driver no de ade a wafa so ato ananam ewo nsedo a emu be se du miensa 13 de wo mo eprepa ye papa wo mo go ayaresabia wo mo eje ayarehwe no mo chese eye Honda Civic Saloon car ana eye OA minibus a efie kumfi enyisam eba no ana wo mudi be hyiehye mu a eno de etimi amasa kunhyai esi anipa dumiensa de wo mo eprepra mo si amono mo hwa ana driver no de woto anananum ewo nsedo a eno no ayare hosem ye papa de ama wo my Ghana mo chese sa anipa 13 de wo mu go ayare sabia wo moje ayare hwe ewo hose no nti amani bowe ana efri mankesim eba ewo hosa ebusuafo ye gina sansem we so na atwa ye hosima abaye ba ye de dwedi nsem ebeto aso ama Yeah, the more aircore edwedin semu dia abeto dwa say eye Ghana Grid Company any electricity company of Ghana ECG womo dia abeto dwa mo HS eye womo maintenance no wesi ade womo ahyase womo Ghana womo chem se womo ahyase efri Nigeria e de bepie mu e wo Ghana ha eye ndrada February bosome ne da etoso enum e wa fimpinu ni eduonu enum emu ana womo hyase womo de bekọ awieye e wo March bosome ni da etosumienu e wa fimpinu ni eduonu enum emu enu tinka ebowe ana Free Ghana Great Company ana Electricity Company of Ghana for ba womo de sanka ebowe na de kwama obibia any West African Gas Pipeline Company WAPCO for no ana mo chese wo maintenance work no wo mo ahyase wo Ghana ha ndrada ana mo hyase wo de bebe awiye wo March bosome ne da etosumienu wo afimpinu ni eduonu enum emwanu tin kaibowe ana free wakofo ene Ghana Electricity Company of Ghana for ho ba mo chese sa wo maintenance ade a wo mo ahyase wo Ghana ha yegusua wo edwede ensem emu na beto dwa se dom kese a wo mo ewo mahye bedwafie de so bo kese pa bo Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama se wetimi abone homode na wanhwe ma Owura Johnson na wo acting governor Edema Bank of Ghana 121 ejuma so ewo Ghana ha enuntinsem we ana free dom ketwa a wo mo mahye bedwafo ho ba na ndra press conference a wo de hyehyɛ so wo February bosome ne da etoso enum e wa fimpinu ne eduonu enum emu ana dom ketwa a wo mo mahye bedwafie de sansem we na betu dwa enunti ebusuafo ha ana ye de dwade nsem no ebesi ye twa ho sima abaye ba ye de nigede nsem ebeto aso de amount. Ebusuafo ye den nsem no ekọ enigedi nsem mu da ide mu kopie mu ewo Nigeria mine no emu na betodwa se Nigeria nyumtuni Wizkid ene Don Jazzy ade asese ade wo mu jubilate ye papa wo mani aja wo mu echem se ye wo wo mo online jumedie bia wo mu die no eno etimi abomu amomu ye papa sesi ade Wizkid ene Don Jazzy wo mo celebrate a enye asemketo akra ewo ho enu nti semwe ana free Nigeria mine mo wo mo entertainment industry no wo mo de abeto eja.
From Barbados, if you do my own, I got you. Tato mire do body natural, I no care. Troca, load Mr. Ego, boy so fly like Begiago. I'm on no time, Kamalo Monaco. Do any out there, you see me. Giago, I'm on no time, Kamalo Monaco. Do any out.
Yeguswa ewo enigede nsem ni mu dia abetodwa se eye former anna sisi a woye mrahebedwani ewo aye West Wugon abato mpeso aso John Dumelo ana meka ne ho asem na sisi ade eye Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etimi abona baso ye papa ye ni se Deputy Minister of Agriculture wono ana yede di brekesiwe amana sisi ade Ghana for enene fancy na eniaje ye pa se mampeni John Dramani Mahama itimi abone homodin ede sa de brekese we akọ ede ama John Dumelo a skane na wotwa sini ewo my Ghana ha sisi ade oye mrahebedwani a yesen eyi ne se eye Deputy Minister of Agriculture de brekese we eye ade aneni eso ye papa Ghana foi na echemu se womo eda mampeni John Dramani Mahama se wetimi ede abasobode kese we ede ahye John Dumelo enimonyam ewo my Ghana ha ebusuafo yebegina John Dumelo nsemi so na yedi anopa news ne nia yedi ne nia aba ewiye na anopa nsem no de di mu akotini ebi enese mampeni John Dramani Mahama ni ministers ahodo a wohiomo ewo man mu no ni deputies ne so ende de wodi wo mu na edin abetudwa sa enso so ana mu chese Council of State wo mu abato no nipa 155 ana wo mafrim mantam dunsia ne mu na aba wo mu de abato be hihye so February bosume ne da etosu dubako emu wedwedi ensem susu no wakofo ahye wo maintenance works na sia ndrada ana wo mu de sa dwumedi kese we hihye so ewo manmu yesan ede anigedi ensem ebrewo deputy agric minister John Dumelo wono ana mampeni John Dramani Mahama abonidin ewo hosa ebusuafo weni ensem ene afufro pi anopi yebo ano ayede ebesum se KFM TV News asede enko enfama talent microfinance talent for say so pay sika edi ujuma ana ope busia ana ope loan po ana se wanka se ope se odi sika ebesia talent microfinance hope ana obetimi edi weni atwemu mantem dunsia no emu edu de talent for ewo nini a moche sensia no omuguso amode hihye pa egu kwam se wo betimi edu ho sa enso so ana KFM Musical Center enso se so ope instrument papa abo ewo wa sorry ana se wujumedie biase mefa weni entwe bebia se KFM Musical Center wo mo instrument bia se speaker combo guitar microphone nini a obenye bi KFM Musical Center wo maso kese won kwan mantem ase no ewo Accra Zungule ne ho ana obenya instrument apapa ne bo enso ewo form edemausa enso so ana dada bate cab enso ese Valentine ye ba ise ope phone ana airpod impo ede acha udofo bia hope ana obetimi ede weni atwemu ewo say your phone be an Infinix, iPhone, Tecno, Samsung, iPhone, Itel, Ninia, no benye bi ewo dada ba take haba, or more ewo ho accessories, so battery, AirPod, earpiece, chargers, phone covers, ni bibia no dada ba take up, it will be ewo no pay, ubet me edwini achimo ho much say wo mo bone so de eda phone boko de ma no nti dwume komi ensanwe ana no pay news no wo mutime ebo ye chidom ma ye de ebro asida kese enko enfama wa wofia mpempe na wotimi ehwe KFM News na anope so wotina wo TV ho ehwe KFM News no yese asida eni kabia enkoma yebesan ada ye technical team ni na asese omo so anope wo mutimi eboa ye ma news ye debre mo ewo asumdwem anope edin a meje so Maame Esi Nkrumah yakra mu ina